by rights, no, but Mark's a one-off. I didn't think he'd do a marathon, that was third. That's not true, I did think he would manage it. But when you get those initial figures in your mind, you're talking about, this is in America, you're talking about 2 Great North runs. When we're in the Northeast, we're talking about the Great North Run, because it's our local event here. So you're talking 13 miles, and you run back for 13 miles, and then you've got to add 5 miles onto it. But again, if you speak to anyone who's done the Great North Run and say, I don't know how Mark has done that, 13 miles, they think, I couldn't do another step. Yeah, but you were only programmed to do 13 miles. If you're programmed to do 31 miles, you have a different mindset, you've got to go about things differently. I think to do 41 miles a day, right from the beginning, I thought Mark was absolutely crackers even thinking about that. And it scares me, and I think about it in the night, and it keeps me awake at times, and I think to do a marathon, then to do a half marathon, and then to do another few miles after that is pretty outrageous. And, you know, those who run know that. Those that don't run and don't do sport, 41 is just a number. If you actually attempted to even dare to think about that as an athlete, then that would scare you. And to do that, 41 miles over 70 days in Australia in their summer is absolutely outrageous. It's a huge, huge, huge task, which is why I go back to Mark has to be in peak condition. The weight has to be right. He's got to be mentally right. He's got to have the right support team. I think all those things will happen, but the one thing that does worry me is Mark and his weight. I think mentally, as I've said in the past, and I openly say it, he's the strongest guy I've ever seen mentally, that I've ever trained, that I've ever met. The pain that he went through in America, I've never seen anything like it. You had to be there to realise, you know, for the first half a mile every morning, he couldn't actually move his body. And Mark never portrayed that in his blog, he never portrayed it on the radio or the TV. He's just not that, he wouldn't let himself realise how much pain he was in. And I think that was a good thing from his point of view, but those who didn't see it firsthand and those that have read about it think, 31 miles a day, 41 miles a day from our Allison rungeordierun is a doddle. It isn't. I've seen the pain, and that's what I try to get him to remember. Those painful, horrendous days that he went through, where he said to me, if I ever get over 14 stone again, Dave, you know, remind me of this day, this time now. Well, I've done that so many times, but it's like anything. When you've been through a really, really bad time, your mind blocks it out. And I think Mark's forgotten about that, but he'll soon get those memories back unless he's at the right weight.